Hey guys, back again, and this time it's with a Christmas movie. That's right, Christmas is here. Christmas is here. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's Jingle All the Way from 1996, which is a comedy family movie directed by Brian Levant, and it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sinbad, Phil Hartman, Rita Wilson, Robert Conrad, Martin Mull, Jake Lloyd, and James Belushi, and The Big Show from WWE and WCW at the time, I guess. So, wrestler. So, this movie is so great. I love this movie. You've got the creepy neighbour, Ted, who's trying to get with Howard's wife. You've got Howard, who's a really hard-working businessman who is neglecting his family, and he needs to get redemption. And it's so great because it goes from being so neglectful of them to being so, I've got to get this. So let's get on with the story. So Howard Langston's at work and he has to go to his son Jamie's karate class where he's going to get his blue belt. But he's busy on the phone telling everybody, you're my number one customer. Back at home, you've got Jamie getting all excited about Turbo Man. Yay, Turbo Man. And you've got his wife Liz who's like, come on, Howard. Come on, don't let him down, you know. And Howard leaves work to get there after they've got there, and he goes, oh, I can go down this lane, where he gets caught by a police officer, Officer Hummel. He turns up late. He gets home and tries to make up to Jamie, and Jamie isn't having any of it. So he says to him, what would you like for Christmas more than anything? And Jamie just spouts it off like this, like, oh, the old movie about the Turbo Man toy. I don't want both stuff. Turbo Man. So he goes to bed with his wife Liz and tells her, oh, you know, what's this Turbo Man? And Liz says, tell me you got that ages ago when I asked you to, because they'd be completely sold out now. And Howard goes, oh, as the lights go off. And the next day he goes out to get a Turbo Man. And this is where we end up meeting Myron, played by Sinbad. And their two fathers kind of at war to get a Turbo Man for their kids. And end up in some really great situations, like trying to get into a store and trying to outdo each other to get to the Turbo Man doll, get to a radio station where they think they're going to win one, but it's not all it seems. And then you've got the warehouse of Santas, which are crooks, and they try to con Howard out of getting a Turbo Man by giving him a Spanish broken one. And then you've got the ball, these bouncy balls that this shop's throwing up in the air, and everybody's trying to get one. And Arnie's trying to get one. Well, Howard's trying to get one. And he's chasing after it all over the place, and this little girl ends up with it. He ends up getting accused of being a child pervert. It's just got everything you really want in a Christmas movie. It's got that great story of a dad who's been neglectful of his family, neglectful of his kid Jamie, who's only a little boy, and he wants to get what he needs for him because he's feeling so bad about it now. Originally it starts off as, oh, I'll just get the toy. And then by the end of it, you can tell that the whole journey has made Howard a better person, because now he feels like, wow, I really neglected my wife and kid. At the end, it's just so good because Myron ends up being the villain, Howard ends up being the hero. But it's so touching, the ending between Jamie and Howard, and even the part with Jamie and Myron. I really love this movie because it's got that real feel-good feeling to it at the end. It's one of those movies everybody should watch on Christmas because it's got such a touching story and it's so well done. And the character played by Phil Hartman of Ted trying to get in Lizzie's knickers, basically, going, oh, Lizzie, we've always had feelings for each other. And she's like, what? It's great because it's a great side story. And he's got a son who's really overweight, and I can't remember his name. But he constantly says to Jamie, oh, your parents should get divorced. It made my dad happier. So there's all this stuff going on. But the most amazing part is the ending. The ending is so great. It's so touching. It's so heartwarming. And it's that type of thing you can imagine watching on Christmas, sitting with your family with hot chocolate or something. And it's just great. Sinbad is great in this movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger shows that he's not just an action hero, but he can also do great comedy, and that he can also play that family man really well. Rita Wilson's awesome. James Belushi is his typical great self. Really enjoyed him. And we see Curtis Armstrong as Booster, which was great. I love Curtis Armstrong from Revenge of the Nerds. So overall, it's a fantastic film. It's a great Christmas movie. Great to watch with your family. And at the end of it, you're all going to feel really good about yourselves. I know I do. And it always makes me have a tear in my eye afterwards because it's got that feeling. But I think every kid wants their dad to be their superhero. And I think the ending just hits that, you know. We all don't realise sometimes that our parents are our superheroes for what they do behind the scenes that we don't realise when we're kids. It's just a great Christmas movie. So I'll give this a 5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe and take care.